Yo, what's up everybody? Just loading into our first map. Half in a minute. Hope everyone's having a good start to the week. Alright, we've got a flight path from Sosnovka up to Pubg. Definitely going to make things easier for some of our teams that like the southern part of the map. Hey Hazard, I'm good. I'm just eating my dinner at the moment, so I won't be able to like cast straight away at the start. I'm fat rips for that. Got one with Velociraptors, they're already in the military base. Hey Liquor Scotch, what's cracking, bro? Oh, looks like they're going up against No Mercy. He's already got the, he's already opened off proceedings. Yeah, where is Team Liquor? So Godang's holding a nice angle here. Let's jump on with Godang here. They're definitely putting a lot of pressure onto No Mercy. Voyage might be able to get an angle here. Look at where our first circle is. Okay, circle's pretty far up in the north. These teams have to be careful. you have an angle on him through that shack? That's crazy. Sorry, my mic was off. Yeah, I was not expecting that. That was something else. They have picked up their players, so looks like Smoko's playing with them as well. This guy. This fight is going on way too long for these teams. I mean, the Blues hit. They're going to be taking damage. That's going to be using up resources, meds. Suwu's kind of trapped in the position he's in. He can definitely gatekeep, but oh no, he can actually back out there. He can get out the back. But Claire need to get out of this situation as well. Go to zone. You can already see Smoko's moved out. We got Samurai moving into zone as well. Meanwhile, we got Velocity Esports down here at School and Apartments going up against the Looney Tunes with playing with Firescale as well. And a bit of VSS there from Sylvester getting the confirm. Definitely see Looney Tunes. They like this position here at Apartments. Velocity looking for a new spot by the looks of it, going to School. I've seen a few teams shift up their drop locations today. And look at Looney Tunes. They're just backing out. I mean, Zone's really forcing teams to get a move on. And ACOS, they're right in the vicinity of No Mercy by the looks of it. No Mercy rotating pass. Gyro God. They're looking to get into this compound. They probably don't realise that Gyro God's in here. Gyro God's got to be careful. One of the issues with this type of split drop trash looting strategy is that you're separated from your team, and when you go up against a team like No Mercy, they tend to stick together and use brute force against you, and we can see that, yeah, Ecos are very split up. I mean, Taben's about to run straight past another team. They're just the fact that they're spread apart, like they're not able to support each other. I mean, that Uaz is going to blow up. His Taben's been knocked out of it. Noob Hunter there, getting that knock. He's in range of his teammates, but it's most likely that he'll be a difficult position. You can already see them moving up there, and they're looking for more. Which team is this? Team 19. Project X. Okay, I've seen these guys before. Should see how they go. One of best guys. So yeah, Taban getting firsted by his own team. I still think the kill point, yeah, team point still went to Project X. Lieber getting a knock, but a Molotov cocktail will take him out of the fight. It's all down to Roger here. And Roger gets taken out by... who is this team? 19 Project X. So Ecos going out to them. And yeah, very split up. It didn't... That strategy of landing separately and getting loot, it definitely helped them get loot, but it doesn't really help them in that mid game where you do want to group up with your team. Now Claire, they're in all kinds of trouble here. Smoko is almost eats a nade. Vortex is working with Scorch. So this is a 2v2. It's actually quite a fair fight. Blue's kicking in though with one time Lionel just peeked out there. He could have been knocked. Vortex better be careful. Smoko's not somebody you really want to go in a 1v1 against, but Vortex able to get the knock. Vortex putting in a bit of work here for Velocity. This is Velocity, right? So yeah, Lionel in a 1v2 here. Let's jump on with Lionel. Lionel getting on, takes it down, and Lionel getting the confirm. On to Scorch in the 1v2 engagement there, clutching it up for Claire. He should be able to pick up Smoko, although, geez, that blue is definitely starting to hurt now. And zone shifting. Teams are just racing to get into zone. They're all over each other. We do have our boy Raid up here. He's rotating past. And they were having a bit of a peek at Eclair, but they're probably going to have to get a move on into zone. You can see No Mercy and Liquor Gang, they are the closest teams to zone team number 7, which is the TP Esports. They've got a half decent rotation as well. TP Esports, wonder if that's the rebranded Team Pulse. We're not sure. We'll find out, but we've got Project X on the rotation as well. And that would be Team 5. Is that Fire Scale Esports? It is Fire Scale Esports, so the boys from 200 MS looking. Wait, where did my mouse go? Took a while. So seems to be aware that there's a player around here somewhere. Not exactly sure. He might have seen Odin before. Seems to be running back towards his team. They're a little bit unsure. How did they know that Odin is here? Eats is having a look now. Thank you. Thanks for the support, Liquor. Yeah, Odin's just sitting there. They seem to be leaving now. They're making their way. They're going to go into zone. Fire Scale Esports a little bit split apart actually. The rest of them are in zone. Claire should be making their way in through to blue. We've got Looney Tunes rotating in as well. Odin's now up and moving now that it's safe. Might not have a vehicle though. I think Odin's got a vehicle to get into zone, so he's in a bit of a predicament there. We'll keep an eye on him later. But Claire, you know, these guys have been through a few battles already. It's pretty much been non-stop rotating and fighting for them all game, and they're just looking to find somewhere in circle, call their own, and just maybe play the edge for a bit. Let the other teams fight it out for those central positions. We got Team 7. which is TP Esports. They're holding a position just across from No Mercy. I wonder if they know that No Mercy... Yeah, they seem to be aware of each other. They're both having a bit of a peek. Shark's looking at Doko. Doko's looking at Shark. Okay. Shark's got the Car 98K with the 8X on it. So if Doko peeks for a little bit too long, I think we might see Doko getting knocked, but we'll see. It is relying on Shark's ability to land said headshot. We've got Hazy on the roof as well. Get a jump up aerial overview here. And Circle has... Alright, let's see where Circle's going. No Mercy still have a very good position. TP Esports, they're looking for something a little more advantageous. Maybe that compound just to the south of Hospital would work for them. We've also got 200 MS. I actually like that ridgeline they have. It kind of gives them options where the zone could go late game. Eclair are now getting involved with 5-scale esports. They've got a knock. Smoko going for the confirm onto Spectre there. He gets taken out. And we've got a big battle here with Project X and 200 MS. Let's get an aerial overview here. And yeah, they went out pretty quickly. No Mercy were having a bit of a peek over there as well. They're looking to get involved in that. I'll be paying close attention over there. Oh, they're looking at TP Esports as well. Bit of a poke battle here. You have to be careful on those rooftops. I mean, you stand on a rooftop long enough, somebody's going to get an angle on you, and that's an easy knock and confirm. I think we've all made that mistake before. We've got Sirok here. He's been very quiet this game. He's just playing on the edge of the circle. You can see, just looking back at the circle, where all the teams are. I mean, everyone's playing a bit of circle lottery here. Seeing where it'll go. And No Mercy get the shift. So they're going to have a lot of people looking at that compound right now and thinking about crashing it. I guess we're going to have at least one team crashing that compound. Shark spotted out 200 MS over there. He's also got TP on the other side as well. There's definitely going to be a lot of firepower heading in their direction shortly. Voyage is next to the US. Has he gone AFK? I guess he has. He's dropped all his loot. So it's just Hazy and Shark. So having two players, the third player being AFK and holding a central compound, things might not work out for No Mercy. I could probably see 200 MS or TP taking their spot in zone. We can see that all these other teams, I mean, this compound here is the only compound in circle. It's definitely looking like the place to be. Smoko and Lionel, they've found some hay bales to chill next to and give them some hard cover. Shark spotted 360 in the vehicle. 360's going for a push. He accidentally runs himself over. That's unfortunate for him, but the rest of the team now is rotating in. Shark, at a crucial moment, gets knocked by 200 MS. That's a big trouble for them. Doko will be able to get the revive onto 360, but 200 MS are now going to push into this compound. Junie's on his way in as well, but they're getting third-partied, so they could actually get taken out by 200 MS here. 200 MS looking strong at the moment. Smoko in the kill feed. That's Eclair getting involved, but the battle is definitely going to be over this compound. You can see Raid and the boys pushing in. It's got the AWM as well. Nate goes off. It's not going to connect with anyone. And they want to get into No Mercy as well. And they've got in the next circle, so these teams can definitely keep fighting here. Suwu getting a nice nade onto TP Esports. There's a big battle for this compound. It's definitely prime real estate. I mean, we've got the majority of the teams here. And the rest of the teams, only one of them is only Liquor. Rock's still going, actually. He's in zone. Let's jump on with Suwu. Suwu's looking for a way in. He's got to be careful that he doesn't get too involved with No Mercy. Jin, they're looking to go entry. Push into this compound that No Mercy are in. Big Nate goes up the stairs. Did he just bounce one off the wall? Shark lets one go down. Nate comes in. That's going to do a bit of damage to Shark. Shark is in the corner there. He's taking a bit of damage off that. Shark getting one. Shark getting two, actually. And they've managed to repel everybody who's in here so far. But Suwu comes up the stairs and cleans it up. Meanwhile, so it's only Raid S20 left. And we've got Looney Tunes there. They're in the grass. S20's got to be careful here. Bit of smoke goes down just to cover his position. He tags up Doka a little bit, but we've got less than a minute on the clock to go. It's hoping for the third party. Can he get into cover? That's a good idea there. Let these other teams fight it out. Sorok's in the next zone. I reckon Liquor Gang could somehow take this out, unless there's 20 spots him with that A-dub. .360 and the TP boys. Oh, that was a beautiful nade. That was from Sorok. What? Sorok sitting on 2 kills at the moment. 3 teams remain. He's in zone on a hay bale. If he doesn't get taken out here, he could actually clean up quite nicely if S20 is able to get a couple of knocks. Because they've got to push forward a little bit to get into zone. He doesn't. S20's in big trouble. Can S20 get another knock here? Look at Sorok go. He's got 4 kills. Now he's got 360 and Junie left. I'm hyped up for Liquor Gang right now as a solo player. This is a standout performance from Sorok. He doesn't have any more nades left. A well-placed nade would be perfect here. What he's got to rely on is just sheer accuracy at the moment. He's got 20 seconds left. He's got to get a knock on a 360. He's got to knock one of them. If they both push him though, if he's able to get one knock, he could easily turn this into a chicken dinner, but he doesn't have a lot of time left, and they're in the next circle, so he's got to move in there. He just goes in with the barrel. He just says, bugger it. Gets one. What? He got one? Oh, if he went for the other one, he would have done it. Wow, okay. That was pretty close, not gonna lie. All right, that's wow, that was intense. I thought he had it there. He went in FPP mode. He just went in. All right, we'll do the screenshots and make sure we got Team 11 in there. That's game number 1. So we yeah. That was man, when he got that yeah, Sorok, what a legend. I mean, when he got that first knock, I was like, whoa, this guy could do it. He could do it right now. Unfortunately, I don't know, like, sometimes the nerves get to you. It happens to all of us. And yeah, you're just not able to clutch it. But gee, that was close. You almost had it. Very good though, getting himself into second position. I mean, how about that? That was some excellent gameplay there. I'm in solo squatting and getting into second place. You can't really complain about that, can you? It's pretty good. Hey, Frost OP, yeah, it was, man. If you got that clutch, hey, but still, you know, he fragged out. I mean, he got more kills and placements than entire squads of 4 players. So, you know, you got to give him that. We got the tunes back in. And then how long until next game? It'll be like, I don't know, 9 minutes from now, hopefully. So yeah, next up we got Miramar on the menu. Good to see a few crew in here. What's up? Welcome everybody to the stream. It's Ganksy and that's weird. I'm just looking at. Yeah, I'm watching that. Someone just sent me some footage. I mean, we saw it on stream anyways, and yeah, that's weird. That is weird. Well done to TP. That was we haven't seen TP get a dub here. What does TP stand for? Man, I'm waiting to get this beta version. Has everyone seen the new map on beta? It's pretty dope. I hope we can get custom rooms on it and play comp. I don't know if you could fit 100 people, but you know, bugger it, we'll try. Let me do the settings for the room. Hey C47, what up? Velociraptors in the house. Hey Azrael, what up, bro? Welcome to the stream. I'm gonna be doing I got Japanese scrims on tonight as well. What day is it again? Like, where am I? Is it RN tonight? Or yeah, it's RN tonight. You know when it's RF because there's like 50 bloody RF teams in there. But I'll stream RN on Facebook and I will stream Japanese scrims too. You guys check out last night's stream. We dropped 56 kills on Sanok. I posted it on Reddit and somebody was like, oh, that was against a gold lobby. I'm like, it's KRJP, bro. Like, KRJP gold is like whatever server you play on Conqueror. Like, they're good, okay? Like, let me know in the chat if you're real. Like, let me know how real you are, because only the real ones play KRJP. Like, that's the only server. Like, people say Asia server's the best, or, you know, try that on the Asia server. I say, get out of here. Go on, just don't talk to me. Get on KRJP and then talk to me. It was cool. Of my new Hackintosh. There's a no. It was just a build. That was just a build. I got my baby behind me. There it is. You wanna? Yeah, there's my Hackintosh. It's right there behind me. But it's like I don't need to like get any. I don't need to do anything to it except install more hard drives. On the right of my Hackintosh, if you're wondering what that box is, it's network attached storage. I got like 8 terabytes in there or whatever. Yeah, if anybody ever wants advice on like how to build any kind of computer, gaming, streaming, editing, whatever the frick you want to do with it, man, I'm down to help you. Like, I'll do it for free. Because I just like sitting there and designing computers for people. Like, I enjoy it. I wouldn't even charge money to do it. It doesn't take me very long. It's a lot of fun. Bro, KRJP. Have you seen that clip on my Instagram with the Venga boys? And we're landing in Pachinki with like 20, 30 people. There's got to be like 8 squads in that clip. And I just put the Venga boys over it and somebody's like, what's your rank? I'm like, my rank? Just look at, like, there's 8 squads in Pachinki. Who cares what rank I am? I'm having the time of my life. Yeah, Smoko, that's how you know you're goated, man. If you're that's goated right there, bro. Go play PMCO in KRJP. Bro, the only reason I would play on a server with higher ping is so I have sweatier opponents. Koreans, Japanese. It's not even just Koreans and Japanese. Like all the sweats go on KRJP. When do we start? Why is this like cut off? Yeah, that's better. Oh, let's kick it. Let's get. What's our last map going to be? Sanok. There's no way we're doing Vikendi for comp. Vikendi's trash. But yeah, 56 kills. That's like a record. And even though like it was like a low rank server, it's still difficult logistically to do that. And anyone that says it's not credible to do that is just insulting the rest of the player base, to be honest, by stating that they're not difficult to play against. Alright, so we got a flight path from Ladriela to Puerto Paraíso. Okay, I see you. Now, who's in here? Who's screwed over by this flight path? I mean, No Mercy won't be happy about that. They'll probably go Picado because they can't go El Azahar. Oh, you in Okinawa? Okay, the island. I know where that is. Yeah, all right. So you get the best ping there. Jealous. Do you use KRJP version? I've got it for my my room cards. I've got it for my other account. I'm actually tempted just to put it on my main account and play on it, and because you get better skins. Like the store's dope. But we can see fights go. ACOS already out of the plane, 200 MS. They're going for a bit of a cruise down to Chumacera. Samurai's going to Valdemar. Velociraptors, they're going Los Leones. And we got a few crew. Have we got? Wait, is that Kyung? Oh, okay, cool. We got Kyung's team in here. Let's go. Let's jump on a Picado cam. Hey, look, we got Jumac in here. What bloody legends! I love these guys. They're one of our Chinese teams from PMCO. So, who have they landed with, and what are they about to do to them? This is Team 19, Project X, I believe. Was Team 19 Project X? Let's have a look. Yes, it is. Yeah. So I can't read all their names, obviously, because they're in Chinese, but I can definitely cast their action. S86. His IGN's after a shotgun. I like this guy. That's cool. Yeah, they are just relentless. I mean, you don't want a hot drop with these guys. I remember these. Oh, okay. And yeah, that was Project X. Unfortunately, going out quite early in the game. Oh, Shivers, Regal's in the kill feed. Let's jump on with and Sirok getting taken out too. So after that standout performance, it looks like Sirok's yeah, they're out for the count. Looney Tunes picking up the squad wipe there. We've got a bit of action as well over here in Impala. We've got quite a few teams. So No Mercy have gone to Impala. No Mercy do well in Impala, I must say. Eclair like Impala as well. Impala's it's an interesting place. We've got Velocity Esports. So we've got some big hitters here in Impala. Shred. This is Shred, in case you didn't know. He calls himself Kazua. I don't know why these guys changed their names. Like Dove Boy Zeno. Like, you'd need a spreadsheet to keep up with it. They're constantly rebranding themselves. Also, mini 14 shots are that must be from Shark. He's definitely put the hurt. Oh, he went for the reload and Zeno got away. That was a bit of a misplay there from Shark. Smoko, though, does have an angle. He's going to have to be careful. If he overpeaks here, Smoko knows exactly where he is. Smoko could catch him here. He does have the AKM. He's able to lean out there and does get that knock quite easily. I mean, Shark definitely did not realize that Smoko was there. Smoko not going for the first. Okay, he's possibly using the knock to put a little bit more pressure and give some support to Zeno. Would have expected a push off that, but Lionel and Kazua, they're pushing on to Unsolved here. Unsolved getting Lionel with a nade. Now Unsolved going up against Kazua. These guys used to be teammates, as he has been knocked. Unsolved with another nade. No Mercy are big fans of using nades lately. Voyage getting the second knock. So Lionel and Kazura down. Shark is up. Hazzy's been knocked. But Voyage and Unsolved, they're going to be able to rotate back. Although Shark doesn't look like he's in a position to provide a lot of support here as he applies bandages. He is going to be able to stop their cross if they go in a first Hazzy. So, and Velocity Esports are circling, definitely looking to third party this fight at some point. A well-placed grenade here would really change this situation. Now Unsolved is not going to be aware that Velocity Esports are making their way up that ridge. He's very focused on the house that Eclair are in. Classic Unsolved. This is classic. I know he's just not paying attention to the fact that another team is right behind him. And Vortex almost getting a knock onto him. He just managed to get away there. Vortex exercising a fair bit of patience. I actually like the positioning from No Mercy at the moment. If Unsolved can back off here, what I've been saying to the boys lately, and all teams should take this advice, is when you're in a situation like this and there's 3 teams, or you know that there's another team, you always want to be one of the teams on the outside of the engagement. You never want to put yourself in a situation where you're the team that's in between 2 other teams. You never want to be the meat in the sandwich. You always want to be the bread. Unsolved, very lucky there. He got engaged upon, but he was able to get his Neo from the Matrix and dodge, duck, and dive. He even got out of there he even managed to get away from the molly too. That was good positional play there from Unsolved. I don't know why he decided to run back out in the open. Is he mad? Yeah, he is mad. I mean, but this is I don't know what to call this strategy, but But you can see that No Mercy are now doing it. So they're now making Velocity the meat in the sandwich. So see the way that No Mercy are rotating around here. They're putting the other team in the middle. And I think that's what game is this? This is game number 2 of the series. Hey Jack. But yeah, you always want to be the team that's third-partying the other teams. Where is Unsolved gone? Oh my god. He's doing a classic Unsolved flank. Now, Eclair, they're just backing out of this. None of these teams are in circles, so they're gonna have to get vehicles at some point to make rotations in. But I like what Eclair's doing. Eclair's lost a couple of players, and it's probably best to, looking at the circle, looking at the number of feet on the ground, and just say, hey, let's play the late game. No Mercy, they want Velocity. Scorch spots. Scorch has got a good position here. Actually, he spots out a couple of players. He really should. Oh, he spots Voyage there. Voyage rotating around on the bike. Hazzy could be in a predicament here. Now, Scorch would know exactly where they are. Trig's getting a nice knock onto Shark. Trig's almost knocked himself. Unsolved should be able to get a revive, though. Onto Shark. It does look like Eclair has they've left Impala. They're out. A lot of focus fire there. I really like what Velocity are doing right now. They're able to focus a lot of fire onto one player. Oh, Scorch almost able to get a knock there. But this fight is definitely wearing down on these teams. We'll have a look at the rest of the map. Yeah, you can see Eclair there. They're rotating out. It's like No Mercy might be repositioning. You can see them heading out the back. They've probably made the call to disengage rather than sticking around because they don't have a lot of meds, and you really don't want to be fighting. Even though it's circle one, you know the circle's not going to knock you unless you see. Even if you've got no meds, it's still going to take a while to knock you. But you don't want to be just wasting those resources. Particularly when you're not able to get more resources later on, like once you get out of this situation, you're basically going to have to go and loot up again. They have got vehicles. They'll be getting out of here as well. You can see that Velocity Esports making the same decision quite wisely. Fight again another day. So circle shifts. It goes to Picardo. So that's what circle 2 is looking like. Gives us a better picture of what we're going to see in the late game. We're going to either see a zone that shifts to Chumacera, which would be quite interesting, to Los Leones, La Bendita. It could go towards San Martin, or it could stay centered around the Picardo Valley, really, you know, that big valley where Picardo is. There's some beautiful ridge lines just to the east and the south of Picardo, where you can see some interesting gameplay there if we get some circle 5, circle 6 positioning. It could also go to Monte Nuevo. Not a lot of cover. You can see there's a few compounds which would be heavily contested. So we'll jump on with Paradox. Paradox, they're pretty kitted up. You can see that they've got a flare weapon. They've got Toxin there. He's got a really nice high ground position. They're keeping their vehicles in this compound, and they're led, of course, by Oceania's favourite IGL, Buff Boy. Buff Boy, we salute you, you bloody legend. Paradox is definitely a phenomenon on our scene. It's not often we see a new team come up and feature quite heavily in the kill feed. But these guys have definitely been making statements, and it's a testament to Buff Boy. Like he just puts these teams together. I mean, if you're wondering who, I was thinking today about like how scary it used to be going up against Team Pulse. Like when Team Pulse was like Malice, Karish. I can't remember when Octus joined, but there was a time even before Octus, but definitely when Octus joined. How delayed is the stream? It's like a minute. It's not very delayed at all. But yeah, there was a time when Team Pulse, it was like Malice, Hacker Isu, Sibo, Karish, and then Octus joined. Wow, look at that vehicle. Right, who blew up that vehicle? I can't even see that team. Is that 200 MS? Must be 200 MS. Because they've got an overlooked position on this area. But yeah, I don't know. Or maybe, yeah, the only team that had an overlook there was 200 MS. We'll jump on with Claire again. They're playing as a 2-man. The edges of Los Leones. So no mercy, rotate, pass. But yeah, there was a period of time when I used to just crap my pants when I would go up against Team Pulse, because like they were just absolute laser beams. Like it reminds me of when I used to play FPP on North America and I go up against Sixless and Juicy and Prim Relic back in their G25 days, and like they just laser every single inch of a compound with 5.56 automatic rifles. And yeah, it's quite scary because you know if you peek, you're probably going to get knocked, and then they full send. But that team, that team, Pulse team, hashtag get pulsed, everybody. That was put together by Buff Boy, and I've got to say, it's probably the best lineup Oceania's ever seen. Like, I mean, no mercy. We're you know, I don't need to toot our horn. Everyone knows who we are and what we do. But oh, big miss. Speaking of the devil, we've got multiple knocks here as the team in question has crashed a compound with Velociraptors in it. I don't know if going for a refight is a really good idea. I have warned these guys several times about, oh yeah, I'd be getting Unsolved to come back. Because if he gets, Unsolved would be very cranky at Voyage right now. But Hazzy has been picked up. But yeah, it was a bit of a wild crash there. But it's probably the best lineup we've had in terms of raw talent, laser ability. The Team Pulse lineup was good, and evidenced by the fact that when they turned into Team Gravity, they did so well in PMCO. It'll be interesting to see what kind of teams we're going to see in the next PMCO. I know it will be delayed. I was talking to some people about it, and the word on the street is that, due to the current zombie pandemic, that, what would traditionally be called the fall split of PMCO will be delayed until 2021, because, the spring split really should be at World League stage by now. They should have completed the PMPL. So the top teams from the PMCO's regions around the world would have went to PMPL, and then okay, so we've got to shift into the Picado Valley. So we're going to see some interesting gameplay here. Let's jump on with Samurais. They're in a compound, but let's see if No Mercy go to that spot. I'd be very impressed if they make that rotation. They've got a lot of teams in there to get past to do it. We've also got 200 MS. Let's see what Paradox are up to. Oh, you got Malice. Yeah, Malice, one of the best laser beams. Like his ability to spray with a 4X is unparalleled in our region. So yeah, good pickup. Good pickup. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see what teams go in the next PMCO. But yeah, as I was saying, it's delayed. Like, PMPL should have finished by now. We should be looking at World League. And there's 2 World Leagues. Like, World League isn't one thing. There's 2 World Leagues. There's World League East, which is ours, which is all the Asia leagues, and that's the good one, to be honest. And then there's World League West, which is like North America, South America, Europe, whatever. And that hasn't happened yet. And I would imagine out of those 2 World Leagues, there would be like a super tournament, the global finals as well that would happen. And is Shark in Picado? Okay. Are they just following Velraptors around? Nerdosh is... Oh. Let's see what happens here between Nerdosh and Shark. It's a tale as old as time. Who'll peak first? Oh, Nerdosh is definitely going to be able to get a nasty knock there. And I'm not sure how Shark ended up there, but yeah, he didn't last very long. It wasn't the best positioning. Velraptors as well, not the best position. And look at that shift further towards that Monte Nuevo, very much so in that valley. So you can see there's a road going down the dead center of zone, and you know, a couple of hills around that road, a few compounds. There's quite a lot of compounds still, as this would be circle 5 that we're looking at, so we're circle 4 at the moment, but yeah, we're looking at a circle 5 shift here. Vel Raptors just getting absolutely late destroyed by what are No Mercy doing? I mean, they're healing up, but these zones are going to start doing a lot of damage. I think a vehicle crash happened. I'm not sure. Maybe Voyage is going to go on. Does he have heals? He's using a first aid kit. Okay. Jumac now on the hunt. Looks like they've got on a knock. I don't even know who they're fighting. Looney Tunes. Jumac with 6 kills. Let's jump on. We've got a fight between Paradox and Samurai here for the center of zone. They're both looking for some good real estate. I don't know about holding a compound. I would say the best move in a zone like this, I actually really like Samurai's position. I don't know exactly how much cover they have. I reckon there could be some more advantageous ridge lines, but I definitely see circles 6 and 7 going to teams that have these optimal ridge lines. But yeah, they've got a Claire staring down the barrel at them. They've also got, is that Jumac, I guess, rotating in on the side. Jumac might be looking to third party this. They definitely are. Let's jump on the Smoko cam here. Smoko wants those kills. They're right at the edge of circle. This is a new compound that's been added to the game. So Jumac have stepped in, and Paradox. Everyone's getting into it with Samurai. Samurai are just getting pounded from all angles here. They're in a lot of trouble. But Paradox in a spot of bother as well. So Zeno getting knocked by Jumac. Jumac definitely we've got 200 MS cruising around at the edge of circle 2. So there's a revive happening here. Let's jump on with Jumac. Oh, heavy Mini 14 fire coming out from 686. Yeah, 686 just getting knock after knock. There's 45 seconds left on the clock. Look at where zone shifts. Like, it is relentless. It goes for the hills, and Jumac are on the move. They're just looking to put the finishing touches on the Samurai. I don't know about pushing on the Samurai's position. I guess they just want those kills. 686 gets knocked. They're losing players, so I mean, they got the squad wipe, but at what cost? They've lost 2 players, and they've got a clan nearby as well. They've got Paradox standing between them and Circle. But they want those kill points. Look at Kungo. It's like No Mercy taken out by Playzone. Eclair's opting to make a rotation, and Kung is just going for the loot. Jumps in the bus. He's gonna. Does he just want more loot? So Looney Tunes here. Smoko is just on fire right now, but he gets taken out by Sylvester. Meanwhile, we've got 200 MS who are just at the edge of circle. Good form today from the 200 MS. A couple of their boys are in the blue. Eats is running in. He's just able to get through. Hits the deck. S20 comes in as well. Down to 5 teams now. SFC, he's just chilling in a shack. He's got a nice book. Oh, you want the codes? Yeah, we can. Didn't I not send you the code, Scorch? They got 5 kills already for 200 MS. They're doing quite well. Look at Paradox's positioning. They're gonna have to make a this rotation's crucial. Suwu getting a knock onto Sylvester. Bugs Bunny here needs to put up a defense. He's the last player, and Suwu with the SLR. Just absolutely destroys him. Now we've got our boys Eco, so they've only got 2 kills. Do they know that SFC's in there? No, they don't. Well, they just found out. That's a rude awakening. Hey, there's a player in here. If he's able to he gets a double knock. That's not good for Ecos. They've got Paradox pushing up on one side. They're the meat in this sandwich right now. They've got 200 MS on the other. Although Azrael and Buff Boy, they're going to get engaged upon by 200 MS. Buff Boy knocked first instantly. Rogers down. Whisper and Azrael split. Azrael knocked. That's 200 MS. They are up and racing. Whisper though grabs a quick double kill. Now if he's able to take out TRG, this is 200 MS. Cleaning up here. He's in a 1v3. I don't think he's even going to have time to get that first aid off. They're going to spot that smoke. Yeah, crack a Red Bull. Why not? Things are not looking good for Whisper here. So 1v3, outnumbered, outgunned, 200 MS. Played that so brilliantly. And they've got the chicken dinner. Well done to 200 MS. Eats 5 kills, so they got 11 kills. Well played to 200 MS. Paradox 5 kills. Ecos doing featuring in the top rankings there with a total of 3 kills as well. 200 MS. I mean that was brilliant how they played those final circles. You know, at one point they were all running through the blue, and things didn't look great, but you know they were able to get all their players in a zone and just settle into it, and you know start taking advantage of their aerial. You know they had a bit of height on the other teams, so you know they didn't overextend at all. It's very well played, as evidenced by the chicken dinner. So we're just keying things up for our third and final match, which will be on Sanhok. Just get everything into the room. I'm definitely working on this this wireless streaming thing. I've run into a bit of an issue with audio. Like the audio on it is the audio is mono. It's not stereo. So yeah, you did good in the first game. TP. Let me know if it's a rebranded Team Pulse. Keen to hear. But yeah, so couple of issues there. There's some things that I've got to sort out and a bit more research. I mean, definitely before I put stuff out, I'm a bit of I don't know if I'm a perfectionist, but you know, there's a few ducks I want to line up before I put the video out. So it will be out soon. How to stream without an Elgato. Really excited. I mean, basically where I'm at is, do we use an RTMP server with an Nginx web server, or do we use this new system that's been developed recently, which is called SRT, which is Secure Reliable Transport, which I was just reading about then. And there is a mobile application which you can cast your screen from. It's just how to set up a server on your computer to receive that stream, and then you can pull that source into OBS. So I'll be researching that after tonight's games, before we start our scrims, and having a good look at it and seeing whether we can apply it, because yeah, it'll make a huge difference to a lot of people. I mean, getting rid of an Elgato is going to change people's lives. Not having to buy an Elgato is going to increase the accessibility for streaming for a lot of people, which is great. Like, we need more more people. I don't like, people can make content if they want, but it'd be so good to have more people like casting these games and streaming competitive gameplay. You did pretty well, Jaden. Like, you got a double knock. Can't ask for more than that. Like, you got a knock on a first. That's 1 kill point, and then you got another knock. Like, that's, hey, pretty good. Yeah, Taban, I'm not gonna hide it, bro. Like, I get that you're a bit salty, but that's PUBG, man. Like, this stuff happens. Like, I guess the move there is and we've learned this the hard way, is always stick together with your team when you're not sure of where players are. Do the room settings as well while we're waiting. How's everyone liking the loot? I'm sure you don't like the zones, but it's good practice, Gotta rotate. I don't know if I really want to turn snipers up too much. Turning ARs up is good on Sanok. Let's turn up throwables 3 times on Sanok, so we got a bit of smoke. How about that? Smoke on Sanok. Imagine having more than 3 smoke grenades. Jeez. Why imagine when we can make it happen? Let's do it. The settings for Sanok are so weird. You can't turn up specific level like armor and backpacks and stuff. You just turn them all up. Which I guess, yeah, that's the time I had set. I want to read this stuff now. Where is it? That's a lot of reading I'm going to have to do. I'm reading about this SRT thing. Like, there's an app that does it, but like setting up a server on your computer that can receive that stream, that's like the next component. So it's pretty easy to do it with RTMP, but we've got this audio issue, and I wonder if I'm just overcomplicating it by using a newer codec, but a newer not codec, protocol, but a newer protocol like that could potentially be like a lot better anyways, like a lot less overheads. Because I noticed like streaming using RTMP, there was a lot of, like, it would heat up my device quite a lot if I had the bitrate too high. So there's if I was playing on it and doing it, which is what I need to test, like, can I play for like 4 hours and not have my device melt? And I've got a fan on my phone, so it's is it really worth recommending if it's gonna turn your phone into a nuclear reactor? Man, I'm hyped for Japanese scrims. I feel like I need to warm up. I guess RN scrims will be our warm up. I need to warm up more, but yeah. Like, I noticed playing classics, like I'd played scrims with no warm up, and we did crap in the scrims, and then we played classics and we were doing really well in the classics. It's like, well, should probably do that the other way around and play some classics before we play scrims. Like, because I quite often don't warm up at all. Like, I'll just jump into scrims and you know, it's my first game of the day. But like, you know, there's only so much time in a day. Like, you know, I work, I've got family stuff. It's yeah, what are you gonna do? I can't just warm up for a couple of hours before scrims. Definitely when PMCO's on though, like, I devote a little bit more time to it. Looks like we've got basically everyone in here. Scorch is telling me to go. Alright, let's kick things off. Alright. We don't have to do the next map. It's always nice. Definitely going to be seeing some teams going to get a hot drop here in Pine Bootcamp Paradise. It'd be interesting to see if No Mercy got it ruins. I've seen No Mercy got it ruins a lot lately. I'm curious to see what influence Smoko is having on Eclair. Whether, because Smoko's a big fan of Sami, and Eclair, they usually go Cow or Hartin. And we've got TP and Ecos heading towards Kampong. Vicegala are doing a bit of a quarry thing. We've got the Looney Tunes. They look like they're going either to Sami or in a big split drop. They're going in a big split drop, actually. No Mercy are going to have a crack at the title with Velociraptors in Pine. We've got Jumac, no fricks given, going to boot camp. Eclair are going to Hartin, of all places, with not sure which team that is. We've already got action in boot camp. Let's see how Velociraptors go against No Mercy. in Painan, again, the struggle continues with these teams. Actually, will I get told off? Let's jump on a hard tin. We've got 3 teams in hard tin. Let's we've got Samurai, we've got Velocity Esports, and Eclair. Very spread out here. Lionel, quite overextended. I mean, he's got a nade out defensively. That's probably not going to do much in that situation. But he's going to back out there. It does seem like they know this area a little bit well. Like he's got a good peeking opportunity there. If he peeks out with that QBU, he could get a knock. He's winding up for a nade, actually. I don't think that nade's going to connect. Scorchay's not even in hard tin, and Triggs is outside. I think Scorchay's given the call to back off, but Vortex is either not able to. Well, that nade almost got a knock. We're seeing Jumac just getting pumped by Paradox here. Buff Boy jumps out. Buff Boy gets the knock onto Psycho. Go Buff Boy. Let's jump on him with Buff Boy here. Yeah, Buff Boy comes in, clutches it up, takes out Kung. Buff Boy, you know, it's not just a pretty face. Gets the squad wipe, 2 kills on the board already. Paradox. They've been having a good night tonight. Definitely seen them with some pretty decent placement, and they're backing it up with kill points as well. So let's jump on with Velociraptors and see how they're going against No Mercy. Now, is Unsolved... Where is Unsolved? Of course. Ladies and gentlemen, Unsolved. I present to you the man, the myth, the unsolved equation. What? Oh, if he should go for Nerdosh here. That's a knock. Now, is he going to go back behind the tree? He better be careful, because if he gets spotted by Looney Tunes, look at Looney Tunes positioning here. Looney Tunes third partying this fight. So Unsolved knocked in open. This is definitely Shark getting a nice knock there. Unsolved probably going to bleed out. Oh, Hazy getting knocked down, confirmed as well. No Mercy. No Mercy fighting a battle on 2 fronts here, and they've got to be careful now. A nade is about to... There's a lot of nades going in there. Godang goes down to a nade. Looney Tunes are pushing in. Oh, that nade almost got Shark. Goes for the heal. Now, Looney Tunes are... They're the bread at the moment. Sylvester gets the final confirm. No Mercy in a 2v4 fight now with Looney Tunes. 4 Painan. Brazy's going for a flank. Let's jump on with Sylvester here. Where's that? Bugs Bunny that's pushing up. Show team number 8. Hey, they're not doing anything. Like, why is the backseat driving always telling me to look at a team that's like looting by themselves when there's like multiple teams in the kill feed that are fighting, and you want, like, dude, don't ever cast. Like, I know you want me to watch your team. I'm not, you know, I shouldn't have a go at you like that, but like, you're telling me to watch a team that's looting. And there's a couple teams featuring in the kill feed. This is interesting what No Mercy are doing. They've gone very quiet. they've used all their nades. A well-placed nade. I guess the trick here is they're hoping to get a knock. They're hoping to get a knock when one of these guys goes outside the broken wall, and then once they get that knock, they can even things up a little bit. They're heavily in the blue. Paradox making good moves towards zone. Samurais, they're still in Hartin. Where's Eclair actually at the moment? Eclair is still in Hartin. I'll have to check up on them. Yeah, see what happens here. I mean, these guys are really... and they're eating the blue too. Like, that's going to be doing a lot of damage. But we might jump on Ecos in a minute. They do look like they're about to crash into another team. Looney Tunes are bailing out, so No Mercy's definitely not going to have an angle on them. We'll jump on with Samurais here. Vortex is the last player. He's watching Samurais looting up. Oh, he should go for a knock. I mean, why not? Just go for the 1v3 squad wipe. Like we've all done it before. It's not that hard. You just knock one of them and then knock the other and then get the final, and there they go. It doesn't always work that way, but you know, in our imaginations it can. See, they are getting close to another team. Let's jump on with our beloved Ecos team here as they are pushing closer and closer towards Firescale Esports. Now, Lieber does look like he's spotted them out. Has he? Spots out SFC. Oh, he's got shots coming in. He gets knocked. Odin's been knocked. SFC's quite low. Wait, SFC's going for a heal here. He's by himself. Odin's been confirmed. Now, one is knocked. I wouldn't wait for the revive. He should go up against GRG. Mano a mano, rather than mano tres mano. That would be the move. Looks like Sharks inflicting a bit of revenge. Oh, there you go. Now, that blue is going to be doing SFC a favour. Oh, he's gone out a bit wide here. I would have stayed behind that rock. I mean, the rock certainly was doing him more favours than the tree. Now, Shark's dead. Voyage is rotating around the back. Good pickup there from Ecos, so getting a squad wipe. They've definitely got to get a move on, though. Vortex here, moving around the outskirts of Hartin, just trying to keep some distance between him and Samurai. Let's jump on with our map as we go for a bit of a circle shift down onto, goes towards Camp Alpha. Hartin's still in circle. Paradox, dead center in zone. They're on the tippity top of the mountain. 200 MS, they have a compound at the edge of circle, as do Team Pulse. Team Positivity, I believe it is, actually. And Project X making their way across the bridge. Now let's see what 200 MS think about people crossing their bridge. I'm sure they're very interested. Jin's got an M24. Got a Kar98 involved as well. See if Jin can't get another knock here. He's got one of the players misses. It is hard to land those shots onto moving targets. The 5.56 AR does reign supreme on Sandhawk. There is a time and a place for the bolt action, though. Definitely, if you catch somebody that isn't quite aware of your position and you're able to just tap them down. Now Ecos are involved here as well. They've got a buggy actually. Look at this. Look at this position. Wait, who's behind Ecos? How did? So they had a really good opportunity to just absolutely bone Project X from behind, but they kind of stuffed it up without getting a knock. And now, I mean, Circle's closing. Suwu's just going for style points here with the Vector. Pulls out the M4. Has a bit of a spray down range. Big nade. He's pretty much used every option in his arsenal here. He's got the nade out. There's a red zone as well. I mean, this bridge... These teams aren't getting across this bridge. I mean, it'd be a bloody miracle. Look at that blue zone. Lieber getting a knock. Refrag comes in. Frost going to pick him up. You see the first coming in. I mean, the bullets are spraying from 200 ms. They are dialed in. Frost, if he's got a smoke. Good thing we turned up the throwables. Now, Suwu's backing off a bit. I mean, look at Paradox. Paradox, they are going for the chicken dinner win condition here. Samurai appear to be, they're right next to Vortex. Do they know where Vortex is? Vortex he's only got bandages left. Samurai seem to know where he is, and they're just hanging out at the edge of zone. I don't know if that's the best move. Look at all these teams at the edge of zone. And these guys in the blue. Anubis there, able to confirm. Now, Vortex, he's running into zone. Samurai, everyone's going for a nice stroll, but Voyage is you gotta be careful. He's surrounded by Looney Tunes right now, and Bugs Bunny gets him there with the Beryl M762. That's No Mercy out. We've got Team Positivity making their way up the hill. Toxin, though, look at Toxin. I mean, 200 MS are involved in this as well, but 8 kills for Paradox so far. Whisper's having a good crack here. Look at Whisper's positioning. And Brazy and the rest of the Looney Tunes are able to get on the other side of that ridge line. That's going to give them a little bit of cover, but as you can see the way this circle is, if it shifts away from Paradox, might give these other teams a little bit of breathing space, but if it shifts towards them, then they can just sit up here on the top of this mountain and win the game with a bunch of kills to boot. Buff Boy, 5 kills already. I mean, he's got half the kills of his team. He's clearly carrying them at the moment. It's out Jin. Can take it up to 6. They are behind a rock. Vortex. Oh, Vortex got taken out there. MS on the move again. Where has Circle shifted? Ooh, that's disgusting. Look at that circle. It's gone to Camp Alpha, and none of these teams are near it. Samurai actually have a... Looney Tunes and Samurai could make some big moves here, and that could really pay off for them. If they're able to move quickly while Paradox are busy with 200 MS, you can see Buff Boy, if he just zoomed in there, Buff Boy, he's able to get Jin. So Azrael's knocked. I mean, you're not going to be able to get a revive off at this point. You can see now Paradox on the move. Looney Tunes. Everyone is just going to be racing towards zone. Pretty much anyone who gets into zone could win the game. Sea God here from Samurai. If he's able, like, I don't think these players realise that nobody is in zone. Buff Boy, everyone is just like lemmings at the moment, falling off that mountain, and it shifts again. I think Samurai with one player could be difficult, but Looney Tunes, Paradox still in it. Okay, so Paradox. Buff Boy's knocked, but he will get picked up by Whisper. All right. I see Paradox. They're still in this. Looney Tunes. 3 players on the ground. This could definitely be their game. They play their cards right. Sea God could be a bit of a bastard here and spoil one of these teams' fun. He could definitely pop off when they're not looking. If he goes, he's not in zone, and he might even just think, hey, I'm gonna go for a knock. Well, he's not able to execute on his plan. And Toxin there from the hillside says, "See you later, buddy." Now Toxin, wow, I don't know if he saw Tweety Bird there, but look at this nade. Let's get a nice good angle on what this could do to Sylvester. Oh, almost takes him out. Brazy knocked by Buff Boy. Look at that nade. They're going. He's not cooking them. He needs to watch the timer on these nades. But Buff Boy is can Buff Boy clutch it up here? Let's jump on with Buff Boy. 7 kills. What a beast. And did they nade themselves? They naded themselves. Okay, so they didn't want to give the kill points over to Paradox, so they've just ate a grand. All right, interesting gameplay. Was not expecting that at all. Buff Boy, 7 kills. Let's just talk about Buff Boy for this game. He's MVP. His team's got an 11, 12, 15 kills. So they weren't able to get that final 2 kills was taken away from them by Looney Tunes, but Buff Boy, almost half of his team's kills. He took out Jumac. Took out 2 players from Jumac at boot camp in a hot drop, and led the way to victory. Battling team, they were constantly fighting in the early game, and then they had a good mid game where they were just chilling on the mountain, and then they just came down from the mountain and just cleaned up. And Buff Boy was just lasering people left, right, and center. So yeah, it's good to see Buff Boy with a decent kill count there and MVP of game number 3. Thanks everybody for tuning in. This has been Velocity Esports Scrims on a Tuesday night. We'll be back again at the same time for Scrims tomorrow night as well. So I look forward to seeing everybody out there then. Thanks, of course, to Scorche and Kayak for all the work they do behind the scenes. Without those guys, all of this wouldn't be possible. So huge shout out to them. Thanks to all the players as well who participated tonight. It's been great watching all the gameplay. Clutch as always. Thanks to everyone who's tuned in, of course. You guys are the real bloody legends. So good to see your support. And yeah, until tomorrow. Well, I'll be on Facebook if you wanna catch me. I'll be streaming the scrim. We got some scrims. We've got RN scrims, and then we got Japanese scrims. So if you want to watch gameplay from a different perspective, you can check out my Facebook. There should be a link in the description of this video. If you do want to actually before I end things, if you do want to register for these scrims and play in them yourselves, there is Toxin. Look. It's PUBG, you can't, that's what people do. But if you do want to register in these scrims, there is a link in the description of this video to the Discord server of Velocity Esports, so get involved in that. So yeah, thanks everybody. Until next time, stay safe, stay home, and don't forget to wash your hands. I will catch you